Allie Piper with FS Grain with a late in the day market update. We are late in the day here as we have a busy day taking corn and beans as we all but get harvest wrapped up here ahead of some rain that we have in the forecast next week, or later this week, I should say. Wanted to recap the WASDE report. It was released at 11 o'clock today. Corn yield was pegged at 177 bushels an acre, not much different than what they had it at in October. Bean yields were also put at 51.2 bushels per acre. So that's in comparison to 51.5 bushels last month in October. Not a huge difference, but honestly, the trade anticipated higher yields. So that was a little bit of a surprise, and the market gave us a pretty strong reaction as a result. Initially, when the report first came out, beans were up 35. They did wind up closing up 23. So I guess that's kind of my shameless plug to, again, put those offers in, especially ahead of a report, because whether the report is bullish or bearish, a lot of times the market reacts very strongly as soon as it is released, and we can get some trades off that we normally wouldn't be able to otherwise. So where do we go from here? I think with harvest all but done, like I said, we will see that harvest pressure relieved off of the market. So the market will have to start trading fundamentals as the grain is not as readily available as it is during the fall. There seems to be beans all over. Our elevators are stuffed full of beans. Farmers' bins are stuffed full of beans. And it seems like every time the market rallies, we get above 12 bucks cash, guys let some of those beans go and take the money. So there's been good planting conditions in South America. They've been getting rain as well to go with those good planting conditions. And they actually got in the field a little earlier than they normally do with the conditions that they saw. And I've read something, I guess I haven't read this a ton, but I have seen it mentioned a couple of places that beans down there could be available as early as December, when normally they're not readily available to the world market until January. So that's another thing that I think is going to kind of keep a lid on the bean market as we move out of harvest and into the winter months. So we hear from our partners in seed sales that seed pre-sales on beans have been higher than previous years. You can kind of watch some of the previous week's videos that my coworkers have put out to hear about higher corn inputs and how those are kind of leading us to be more bullish corn. So I think that's a very common story, and that's why I wanted to focus on beans this week. I guess my bottom line is to have a plan for those beans that you are storing on farm and keep your pencil sharp to know what your corn profitability is and where your targets need to be on that. So give us a call. We can help you put together a marketing plan as you go forward and start planning for your 22 crop. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great day, and thank you for your business at FS Grain.